Good morning, class. Good morning, class. Just remember, there will be a quiz on what you learn here today on Monday, so make sure you take notes. Hello. Kino is here. Hey, let's go. Okay, boys, okay, let's go. 10 songs for you boys. Let's get into it. Now, the first song on the list here is 1,000 Times Goodbye. This song is so incredibly underrated, and let me tell you guys why. So, first of all, great production on this album. For some reason, everyone just completely sleeps on this album. I think it's because of the Risk factor. You know, Risk was right next door. So, I don't know. This album is chunky, it's heavy, it's groovy. There's a lot of, more personal stuff in these lyrics here. I really like it. Great production on this entire album here. Let me skip ahead a little bit here. So yeah, Dave Mustaine also sounds great on this song here, boys. Listen. Listen, any spelling mistakes you guys see, that's just the Canadian way to spell it, okay? So yeah, this is a very venomous breakup song. Some of these things you don't really ever hear in Megadeth's catalog. Very, very unique in that sense. I'm such a Megadeth fanboy. You love Risk. Love it. Okay, well, one of the coolest parts about this song is these voicemail clips. I don't know if they were actual voicemails. That would be hilarious if they were, but I really like the riff that's playing in it. It's like dun 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 with a little solo going underneath it. I think it's actually really kind of sick. And it's almost sounds like Megadeth incorporating a little bit of emo influence in it. You know what I mean?
You know what? It's over.
It's over. It's over. Great chorus, too. Yeah, this could be my last goodbye. All right. I'm not gonna go through the whole song here, but yeah, 1,000 Times Goodbye. This is my first pick for the 10 most underrated Megadeth songs here, boys. Yo, Laga, what's up, boys? What's up? Okay, let's keep moving on here, boys. All right, so now that I gave the first song here, let me give you guys some of the criteria of what's going on. So, what makes a song underrated? Well, first of all, they got to be songs that I enjoy personally. I think that's quite obvious. Would I put an underrated song that I didn't really like? You know, probably not, honestly. Hold on. Sorry. Oblivion music is a little bit too loud. There we go. So, secondly, nothing from the first 4 albums. I think those are all properly rated albums, and we don't really need to speak on any of those songs here. You know, I think those are all very highly praised albums. Maybe in some cases a little bit too highly praised, if you know what I mean. Little bit too much. And nothing for the last 2 albums. Not enough time has passed, and honestly, I just haven't really listened to them enough to really form a good opinion on it. What can you do? One of the number one thing when it comes to Megadeth song that makes me enjoy it or not is, are the riffs good? You know, I'm here for the riffs, the mega riffs. That's what I'm here for, right? So that kind of determines it, number one. And speaking back to 1,000 Times Goodbye, I really like that under the chorus riff, especially when it comes when, you know, this could be my last goodbye. It's like, I think that's sick. And then, yeah, like what I mentioned earlier, the under the voicemail riff. Are there any hilarious Dave Mustaine moments? This is another thing that I think people sort of underrate in Megadeth's catalog, is sometimes Dave Mustaine has these hilarious, cheesy, corny moments, you know, even in song, what's the one, like The World Needs a Hero, which is not on the list, the song it is. It's like, Dave, the White House is calling. Tell him I'll call him back. Just tell him anything. Just get him off my back. You know, that's like the type of shit that I love, and we'll see a little bit more of that on the list. Sound of the album plays a part. Does the album itself sound good? You know, I don't really think there are any Megadeth albums with bad production, so to speak, but I do think there are Megadeth albums that sound better than others, and we'll talk about that as well. Also, it's my opinion, and if you disagree with my opinion, just know that it's extremely personal, and fuck you. All right, let's move on. Okay, so first of all, hot take, or I guess second of all, this is overrated. Kind of stinker, like Anthrax tier, in my opinion. You know, weak production, honestly. Overly long songs. A lot of these songs could have been trimmed. Not the greatest solos. I didn't really think they have the greatest guitarist here. But, you know, that being said, there are a few great tracks. In My Darkest Hour, Mary Jane, 502. You know, I used to like Hook and Mouth a lot when I was younger, but I listened to it recently. I didn't really like it that much again. Yeah, I think this album is a cause of like a rising tide, you know, raises all ships, right? Rust in Peace was so good that people look at this album and be like, oh, okay, this must have been good because that is so amazing. You know what I mean? Okay, now with that hot take out of the way, let's get back into here, boys. I'm hoping to see something from The System Has Failed. Well, wait no longer, my friend. Wait no longer, because next up we got Blackmail the Universe. The first song off The System Has Failed.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Do this!
At
6
Julius
months,
Number
holy
48,
shit!
39 became a member of the Based Ones.
Yo, Cliff!
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Thank you very much for the 20 bones. That 20 US is worth approximately 55,000 Canadian dollars. So thank you very much for sending in, buddy. I really appreciate that. Okay, boys. Keep all your song requests until we're done the presentation. Okay, so let me get back to it here. So yeah, Blackmail the Universe. Fast and punishing riffs here.
This is breaking news. It appears that Air Force One was shot down somewhere over the middle.
So yeah, first of all, hilarious premise here, right? Air Force One has been shot down by a Stinger missile. I love the news clip there. It's just hilarious. Pretty fast song, very thrashy. I love that first line. It's like, the tragic crisis, a better man of me. Lie, red, white, and blue it. You know, I wonder how long Dave Mustaine had been sitting on that line, I read, white, and blue it. Right here. I read, white, and blue it. See, I actually think there's pretty good singing on this song, too. A lot of harmonies and stuff. This riff slaps. This album was from, what, 2004? So 2004, calling, you know, the war in Iraq, war in Afghanistan, like a new Vietnam. Pretty apt, pretty prophetic, right? It went on for even longer than the Vietnam War, actually, funny enough. I love this song, man. I listen to this song so much. Action! Force! Again, another common thing here is I love when Megadeth puts in these like cheesy news clips, or maybe this is like a clip from a movie or something like that. Great solo here, I think, from, what was his name? Glenn Drover's brother. What was his name? Chad Drover or something. Yeah, I love this, and I love the end chorus here. Where is it? Here it is, yeah. Money chorus here, boys. This was my first Megadeth album. There's a song on this album that was on Duck Dodgers, and that's how I discovered Megadeth. Yeah, I remember that too. I actually made a whole video on that, buddy, back in the day. Calling the new nom wasn't exactly a hot take in 2004. Okay, well, buddy, I'm from Canada, okay? You know, I wasn't getting CNN, you know, blasted down my throat. You know what I mean? Chris Poland? No, Chris Poland was on this album. No, he wasn't. Was he? No. All right, well, let's keep moving on here, boys. All right, so next up, we got Kill the King. I am the king. God save the king. You know, absolutely banging pre-chorus in this album here. Love that chorus hammer-on riff. Kind of an interesting, unique song. I'm not exactly sure when the song came out. I know it came out with like the Capital Punishment box set. And it's like the rare bonus track that actually slaps. We'll just skip ahead here a little bit. Kind of interesting how Dave Mustaine's like, let's just write an entire song as a breakdown. I love this pre-chorus, by the way. Such a cool juxtaposition there between, you know, dun 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 dun, and then he goes into like the held chords for the pre-chorus. I think that's so sick. I love that hammer-on riff in this chorus, man. So good. Yeah, brain dead caveman riffs throughout the whole song. You know what? Nothing wrong with that. Maybe a Metallica diss. I have heard somewhere. Maybe this is just YouTube comment schizophrenia hallucinations. But I thought this was sort of response to the song King Nothing, which I heard was maybe a diss track. Oh my God. Lars Ulrich's trying to poison me. Oh, okay. All right, sorry. I almost died choking on my own spit, I guess, there. But yeah, maybe this was some Metallica. Maybe this was a Metallica diss track. I really like it. Great soul in this song too. Sleepwalker, pretty much 90% of Dystopia and some other recent bangers. Immediately smitten for spreading information. Misinformation? You telling me this song isn't about Lars Ulrich? Come on. Metallica, CIA work quick. Breathing is hard, I get it. Bro, it is, bro. You gotta do it all the time. Also, you are all now manually breathing, so good luck. Sorry. All right, okay, well, let's keep moving on here, boys. Let's keep moving on. So, now we got the song 44 minutes off of Endgame, boys. So this is one of the few rare Megadeth songs that are actually based on a historical event. If you don't know what this was about like a bank robbery that went wrong in North California somewhere. Basically, these guys, they were like super geared, super chatted out, you know, complete gigas, you know, just maxed out body armor, you know, fully automatic rifles, all that shit, helmets. Finally, Endgame. I wonder how different Ride the Lightning cover will be. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that, bro. My whole list would have just been this album. Yeah. Fantastic leads throughout this whole song. That intro lead. Great singing on this album by Dave Mustaine too.
Baptized in a firefight. Blood running cold as ice.
I think the most embarrassing part of this whole thing is not that the police didn't or weren't equipped to deal with people wearing actually body armor. It's that those guys had a KD ratio of 0. But yeah, oh yeah, Daniel, that's what caused the police to get equipped. Yeah, the police had to get juiced to respond to this. So yeah, fantastic leads for this whole song. I really love in the chorus too, where they do that little harmony in the lead while Dave Mustaine singing. I think it's actually so good. The verses are great. And then Chris Broderick. Do I need to say more? He's based. We'll skip ahead and we'll get to that. Great chorus as well as the verses with those chugs. All right, let's just skip to Chris Broderick's solo.
Oh, he's so good!
A really nice, like, kind of melodic solo, which is very different from a lot of the other Megadeth solos that are just like so shreddy right off the rip. Nice little key change in this part of the solo too. The harmonized riffing at the end is Kino. Oh, absolutely it is, buddy.
Hey, bro, down the beats.
I can't believe they only used this riff once at the end of a song, bro. It's a great riff. Oh, I even forgot about this part, the end solo. Sick. Yeah, pure banger track. Endgame, maybe like the best sounding Megadeth album. I don't know what they were smoking on this album that just made it sound so good, but give me some of that shit. They went into some poor guy's store and took his rifles. Why didn't the guy with the rifles just shoot the guys robbing him? Is he stupid? Okay, well, let's move on, boys. All right, maybe the most. Sorry, there's a part of my roof up here. That's what I slapped. Maybe the most underrated song in all Megadeth's catalog, Time the Beginning. So this is a great soft ballad. I love Dave singing here. It's maybe his best gentle singing. He really great. Love the melodies here. I bet this has all Marty Friedman written all over it. So good. Yeah, really great message. Great message and melodies here. You know, you listen to this song, you know, a little bit, you know, out of your mind a little bit, you know what I mean? Might have a little bit of an existential crisis, so always good. I love that chorus too. Time taking time, it's taking mine. So I think this is actually not popular because it's on Risk and because the second part of the song, Time the End, kind of sucks ass. So, you know what I mean? I love the shakers in this too. It's actually so good, bro. So fucking good. Also, hot take, I also think the original album cover is way better. But, you know, the only reason why people don't like the song, again, like I said, is because it's on Risk or because they're 14 years old. I think that's the reason why people don't like this track. But yeah, Time the Beginning, another extremely underrated song. Although Time the End does suck, and I don't like Time the End, but Time the Beginning, easily the best part of Risk for me. So let's keep moving on here, boys. Laga, save all the member requests for when I'm after the presentation here, because I'm not going to remember them all. And we'll do it right after. Don't worry, buddy. Okay, boys, let's keep moving on here. Now, we got from Cryptic Writings, boys, we got A Secret Place. So, really cool vibe on this song. You know, it's very unique in Megadeth's catalog with that sort of exotic, sort of Phrygian, Near East kind of vibe to it. I think there is like a sitar being played in the beginning here. Great singing. I do agree that Risk is overhated. Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. What is there but the face don't show? I actually think this is a better song than Trust, and this should have been like, you know, the sort of lead single for the album. You know, Trust, it's like, okay. Okay, we get it. You're ripping off Enter Sandman. We get it. I like the chorus in this one too. Bass.
A secret place.
On the unremastered version of this, so the original 1996 version, I love the sound of it. Again, the remasters, 2004 remasters, absolutely kind of neuters this album, and I really hate it. So you got to go listen to the original version. Same with Risk, actually. The Risk version is way better. And so yeah, my brother and I would play Gears of War to this song all the time. We loved like cryptic writings, all this shit. It was so good. So this song has a very good, big nostalgia trip for me too. Banger, you know, again, if I'm going to pick a song off of Cryptic Writings, you know, everyone knows She-Wolf. That's a banger, right? Everyone knows She-Wolf. Not everyone knows Secret Place. So that's what I think makes this song so incredibly underrated. Just a really cool vibe. Oh, yeah. Oh, boys. The bridge part is so good too. Another good Marty Friedman solo here too. Yeah, extremely underrated song in Megadeth's opinion. One of my favorites. You know, I don't expect everyone to agree with this one. I know a lot of people think it's kind of boring or slower, but I don't know. I love it. I like it way more than Trust. You should have made the Spanish version of this one. So anyway. All right, boys. Okay. All right. So now we got Washington is Next. Everybody knows this is a great song, but I honestly feel this is like a top 5 Megadeth song on par with like anything from Rust in Peace, in my opinion, man. Everything is just so fucking catchy. This opening, you know, guitar lead here, the chords underneath it. Then we get the parts like dun, 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 dun. The way Mastermind is underrated. Mastermind's underrated too. Is this really underrated? Everyone knows this is a great song. Daniel, this is my point, but nobody knows just how good this song is. Like, this song is easily up there with like Rust in Peace, anything on Rust in Peace, like Ashes in Your Mouth. It's like right up there with like the top Megadeth songs. Everything is so good. Maybe some of Dave Mustaine's best vocal melodies. You know, the verse riff is so kind of gritty.
Any logic in biological war.
Like he's not only singing like very prophetic lyrics that are interesting and you kind of listen to him too, but the vocal melodies that he's singing itself are really, really catchy. Doesn't really matter what the lyrics would be. Chorus is great too. Where does it start?
There was a king who dreamt the wickedest of dreams.
Everybody knows there was a king, an evil king. Everybody knows he's talking about Klaus Schwab. If you know, you know. Yeah, but that solo, bro, where he's doing that crazy stretch. I got to see this song live. So good. Oh, man. Dude, I'm so jealous. System and United Abominations are legit records, in my opinion. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think they're easily, like, right near the top. I strongly agree with you on this one. Absolutely based. Absolutely based. Really unique solo, too. Love this whole solo section. The under solo riff is so good, too. And yeah, just really amazing prophetic lyrics. Like, you know, Peace Sells is one thing, Holy Wars is one thing, you know what I mean? But like Washington is Next is sort of like really, he straddles a really fine line that's really, really hard to do, where it's sort of direct enough that you can really pinpoint things to real life events, but still vague enough that you could apply it to a whole bunch of other scenarios. That's like real genius lyric writing here. It's like Kurt Cobain's lyrical writing style. It's like you got to write nonsense that sounds like something and that people can apply, you know, to their own lives in any way they want. You know what I mean? So yeah, Washington is Next, easily like a top 5 Megadeth song for me. And that's what makes it underrated. It's 'cause people don't rate it high enough. It's underrated, right? Underrated doesn't mean people think it sucks, you know? Now we got another United Abomination song here, boys. We're getting 2 in a row, and this is Amerikastan. Yeah, hilarious song title. Probably turned off a lot of people. I know it actually turned off me for a while. I was like, the Amerikastan, what the fuck is this? But it's a banger. Banger. From New York, Qatar to Caliph, Arabia. Insane lyrics there. Bro, listen to these solos and riffs, bro.
Big mess when it blew to smithereens. We are just a war away from Amerikastan. When God versus God, the undoing of man.
So I just had to let that one play it a little bit here. So yeah, really cool topic on this song here that you don't really hear anybody really talk about. So it's comparing essentially radical Islam, jihadism, right, holy war, to the American, you know, state of fervor for democracy, right? It's essentially saying democracy is a religion itself, and when it's directly threatened, you will see a sort of religious fundamentalism of defending democracy in a sort of like religious way. If that makes any sense to you, you got to just listen to the song. Really cool topic, something that almost never ever gets talked about. You know, yeah, it plays on, I wrote it right here for myself. Plays on the idea that democracy itself is a religion. Cool ass riffs that go hard as in the chorus, and this might be the most underrated song in all of Megadeth's catalog, in my opinion, honestly. Ignore the focus groups. Holy fucking bass!
Hell, there'll be no more Middle East. Surprise!
Listen, hey, Jihad Joe, that line right there itself makes this easily a great Megadeth song for me. You kind of want Megadeth songs to have a little bit like tongue-in-cheek political humor here too. And I think that's what makes Amerikastan so good for me. I love those like little brief little choruses. I love how it's sort of like a slower build into the song before it gets in like the heavy, chorus. I don't know. Yeah, I love this song. This song's great. One of the things that I have come to realize, and we're getting way out of the scope here, but essentially World War I and II, the period between there is essentially just the second European 30 years war of religion. But, this time around, you didn't call it, Protestantism, Calvinism, Lutheranism, Catholicism, whatever, all that blah, blah, blah. It was just, political ideologies masquerading as, political realities rather than, religious fundamental beliefs, I guess. Okay, anyways, we'll move on. Jihad Joe was the most boomer thing I've ever heard in my life. No, come on, bro. It's hilarious. It's actually a hilarious line. I don't care. I like how earnest Dave is. Again, what a great list. We are not posers with this picks. Bass, boys, bass. Varvis proving time and time again he has elite ball knowledge. I'm just going to pretend that's a good thing. Okay, let's keep moving on, boys. We got a few more to go. Okay, so now we're going back to The World Needs a Hero, and we're going to go with Burning Bridges this time, boys. So yeah, this song has an insanely good chorus. Really, really like that. We'll get to it in just a sec. Fantastic singing by Dave Mustaine on this song again. I think you're starting to see a common trend here that, the best Megadeth songs, in my opinion, are some of Dave's best singing. Again, it's just like the sound of this album. It's just so chunky and heavy. I'll skip ahead to the verse. Another kind of interesting breakup song, too. Got me straight again. Yeah, just sounds so heavy. Love the drumming here. Al Petrelli is just so good. Incredibly underrated drummer. I really, really love the very sharp and staccato verse rhythms of the vocals here. Somehow you got betrayed again. Dude, listen to this singing, bro. Also, this fucking riff right here, bro. No, he knows Ball is saying off in Zoomer speak. Listen, bro, I'm not a Zombie. I don't know all this new lingo. You gotta talk in millennial cringe chuggy speak. I love that chorus, like the riff that's playing underneath the chorus there, kind of like descending arpeggio thing. Just so interesting, so unique. Really, really just another fantastic song in Megadeth's catalog. Also really like the solo section where they pick it up with like the double bass drumming. Where is it? Wasn't this the song that had the Tornado of Souls solo copy? I don't think so. All right, okay, boys, let's move on. Now we got, we're getting to the last song right over here, boys. But we have all the Megadeth slow ballads. I love all of them. There's only a couple. One of the ones that I really like is the unplugged version of Promises, which is another The World Needs a Hero song. So there's 3 off that album. Oh my God, bro. Who's the guitar tech? They needed to polish that thing. Look at all the fingerprints. Yeah, the unplugged version of Promises I think is so good. Damn, dude, Dave Ellefson. Holy fuck. Bro had a glow down. Dude's gorgeous here. And then, you guys know. And then, of course, where we get the hardest part of Letting Go, which Buddha says it would have been his #1. But I think this song is properly rated. I think a lot of people really praise this song. Banger. Love the intro, and I love how it feels like it's way longer than 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Like, it feels like it's a 7-minute track, but they kind of condense it all. Gotta respect him for that. Decent singing by Dave, not the best. I love that opening riff, the den with the gallops there. So good, bro. With those strings, bro. Oh! Where's the Friday React stream coming up right after this, buddy? You will age like Dave Ellefson. Yeah? Well, so will you, buddy. That's the rules. Everybody ages. That's the rules. Go to sleep, my love. Again, more great Chris Broderick solos too. My #1 pick gotta be Recipe for Hate, Warhorse. Damn, I gotta respect that. That's an underrated Megadeth song too. That was like edging onto my list. I was getting close. I just woke up from a 10-year coma. I can't wait to see Ellefson in person when I see Megadeth in March. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him, boys? Who's gonna tell him? All right, time for the last song, and then we're gonna get to the React stream right after this, boys. Don't worry. Just gotta, grease out a nice YouTube slop video. We got The Killing Road off of Euthanasia, bro. Riff City. I have a sneaking suspicion that the riffs on Euthanasia, I think, might have inspired Chuck on Symbolic. There's a lot of similarities in a lot of the riffs here, especially this riff that's playing right now. Like, bro, this riff could have been on Symbolic, man. Not gonna lie. Truth be told, oh, buddy, I don't think anyone's gonna guess Killing Road. Also, E flat tuning on the original. Again, for this one, you have to listen to the original version. The 2004 remix, remaster, whatever you want to call it, is an abomination and should be fired into hell where it belongs, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, so cool ass lyrics about touring, especially since Dave Mustaine almost died on the previous tour with Stone Temple Pilots.
Lost my mind. Lost all my money. I lost my life to it.
Yeah, amazing singing from Dave here on the chorus. Probably maybe his best performance in like a really like forceful singing voice. Sounds great. And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but I love how the chorus instrumentation is ascending. You know, it's like bam, 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 bam. But Dave Mustaine is constantly like singing higher and higher. It gives like a really, really kind of like cool spiraling down the drain effect, but you kind of rising out above it, which is sort of like symbolic of what happened with the previous tour, right? Where he almost died and relapsed and shit like that.
Lost my mind. Lost all my money.
Oh, it's just so good, bro. Yeah, Marty fucking Friedman. Do I need say less? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is your favorite Marty solo. Oh, it's so good. Let's get into it. Just such a good fucking simple riff, bro. Oh my god, dude, Marty's the GOAT. Oh fuck, I don't have Cat Jam set on this scene. Fuck. Blowing it with the OBS. But yeah, again, this is like another sort of Washington is next kind of deal where everyone knows this song is good, but I don't think people realize just how good this song is. And yeah, basically like every song, if Euthanasia could have put in here. Buddha Fuka said Victory. Another guy said Blood of Heroes. But yeah, honestly, yeah, every song on this album is just fantastic. And so that was my #1 most underrated Megadeth song. Thank you, boys, for watching. I really appreciate it. All right, hey! Thank you for the 10 bones.
And 5 dibs on.
You got it, buddy. You got it. We got it. Watching this presentation made me hungry for music, but I can't listen to all these. Who says you can't listen to Megadeth past 10 p.m., buddy? Listen. If it's your mom telling you can't, I'll give you permission. Tell her Varvis gives you permission. This is my #3 Megadeth album. Very based, sir. Very based. Very based. Very based. Probably for me, honestly, it goes like between Rust in Peace and Euthanasia for me. Honestly, probably 1, 2, and then I would honestly low key, boys, low key. It might go United Abominations, to be honest. Yeah. Yep. Top. Are you rocking Monster right? I am, good sir. I got a nice crisp flat of these Bad Sallies in my fridge upstairs. Just ready? Yo, Buddha!
Hey, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all
Thank you, boys, for the super chat. Also, Cliff, that was a super chat earlier, too. Okay, boys, give me about 3 seconds, or give me about 2 minutes here to rejig my OBS, and then we'll get right into the song requests. I just want to thank you all for watching, and if you are watching on YouTube, video on demand, I guess, not live, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you leave a comment telling me how ugly I am and how wrong I am so I can call you an idiot in the comments to your face. All right. Thank you, boys. Thank you for my... Thank you for listening. Oh, boys! Oh, boys! Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm getting so many. Thank you, boys. I really got... Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay.